What's up guys, welcome back to another video. The Mountains of Power event is starting around the world. Let's go through all the event details and then some tips and tricks for the event. Timestamps below as always. Let's hop right into it. So the Mountains of Power event is running from January 7th 10 a.m. to January 13th 8 p.m. all local time. Bonuses during the event, it's going to only take half the walking distance to earn hearts with your buddies. So instead of 2 kilometers to get a heart with your buddy, you're only going to have to walk 1. Wild spawns during the event, we're going to have Zubat, Machop, Geodude, Slugma, Nosepass, Barboach, Onix, and Ferroseed. All of them can be shiny. Onix is going to have a perma boosted shiny rate of 1 in 64. But then all the other Pokemon will have full shiny potentials of 1 in 500. 1-star raids during the event, we're going to have Alolan Geodude, Onix, Beldum, and Bronzor. Again, Onix is perma boosted 1 in 64 shiny odds, and Bronzor is perma boosted as well, 1 in 64 shiny odds. Other than that though, Beldum and Alolan Geodude should have 1 in 400 shiny rates. 3-star raids are going to be Ursaring, Donphan, Medicham, and Absol. Only Absol can be shiny, but Absol is a perma boosted shiny as well, so 1 in 64 shiny odds for Absol. Finally, 5-star raids are going to have Heatran, which can be shiny, but no legacy moves on this Pokemon, and Mega raids will introduce the new Mega Aerodactyl, which once you defeat it, you'll be able to catch a regular Aerodactyl, which does have the chance to be shiny, and I believe the shiny rate is going to be 1 in 64 as well for that Pokemon, since Aerodactyl is a perma boosted shiny. FYI, Slugma is going to be the new shiny during the event, so you can now get shiny Slugma and evolve it, of course, into shiny Macargo. And we're going to have some special field research tasks for the event. The tasks are on screen, so earn 2 candies walking with your buddy for a Mawile, which is great. You can get a Mawile without being paid lock, you're just going to have to walk. Hatch an egg for a Alolan Geodude encounter, not a great task, and walk 1 kilometer for a Slugma encounter. Great task there. Mawile is a perma boosted as shiny as well, so 1 in 64 odds for that Pokemon, but the Geodude and Slugma not boosted. Finally, we're gonna have some timed research during the event. You can go ahead and pause on screen, shout out to LeakDuck for the graphic, but these are all the tasks. Quick tips for the tasks. First of all, earn 2 candies walking with your buddy. I'll link this website below, but it pretty much shows you all the Pokemon that only take 1 kilometer to get a candy with your buddy. I recommend walking these Pokemon as buddies to complete this task fast. And if you actually get your buddy excited, you only have to walk half the distance to get a candy with your buddy. So instead of 1 kilometer, you're only walking 500 meters for every candy with your buddy to complete that task on the timed research. Same goes with the earn 2 candies walk with your buddy on the second page, and the hatch an egg and hatch 2 eggs task. Just make sure you use 2 or 5 kilometer eggs, because those will be the eggs that will hatch the fastest. Also, the 1 kilometer and Poffin trick can work for the earn 2 candies walk with your buddy for the Mawile task in the field research. So that's it for the event details for the event. Let's get into the tips and tricks for the event. First, let's talk about the wild spawns and what relevant wild spawns are spawning during the event, because there's a lot of them. First of all, Zubat evolving into Golbat and Crobat is actually a decent Pokemon for PvP with the recent poison buffs. Shadow Golbat specifically is going to be ranked 67 in the Great League, Shadow Crobat 129 in the Ultra League. However, Shadow Golbat and Shadow Crobat really shine in some special Great League cups, so make sure you get that Pokemon and some candies for that Pokemon if you don't have it yet. And if you want the Shadow form of these Pokemon, look for the Battle Against My Flying Type Grunt at Pokestops, which has a chance to get you Shadow Zubat, which you can evolve into, of course, the Shadow Crobat and Golbat. Next up, we have Machop spawning in the wild. Machop evolving into Machamp. Machamp is one of those Pokemon that is good at almost anything. Machamp's going to be good in the Great League, good in the Ultra League, and good in the Master League, but not amazing in the Master League. But all 3 leagues you can run Machamps. Of course, there was a community day, so you might already have candy for them, but Machamp is also good as a fighting type raid attacker, and especially in its shadow form. So make sure you go ahead and get those Machops, get candy for those Machops and all that stuff. Quick note, if you are getting Pokemon for the Great and the Ultra League, make sure you get low attack, high defense, high stamina IV sets for those Pokemon. I'll leave a link below if you want to know why this is, but those are going to make your PvP Pokemon generally bulkier. But remember, only the Great and the Ultra League if that Pokemon maxes out over the CP cap. Next up, we have Slugma evolving into Magcargo. Magcargo recently got some buffs and is decent for special Great League cups. I'm not going to say it's meta in the open Great League, but you can run Magcargo in some special Great League cups. And I believe there is a task to catch Slugma in some sort of special research, so you can get that one if you need it for the task. We then have Nosepass evolving into Probopass. Again, Probopass is good for some special Great League cups. We should have the Sinnoh Cup coming up very shortly, which I believe Probopass is going to be a pretty good safe swap, I believe, in that cup. So definitely a Pokemon to go ahead and grab. I'm going to get one because I really want one for the Sinnoh Cup. We also have Barboach, which evolves into Wishcash. Wishcash is a meta Great League Pokemon and does even better in special Great League cups because, of course, it is outshined by Swampert. Then as far as the rare spawns go in the wild, we have Onix, which evolves into Steelix. Of course, Steelix has the Mega, so if you need candy, XL candy, and all that stuff for Steelix, catch those Onixes. But also, Steelix is good in the Great and the Ultra League. You're gonna need XL candies if you want to run in the Ultra League, but all in all, Steelix is a great Pokemon there. It's actually ranked number 10 in the Ultra League. I really want to get myself an XL Steelix for the Ultra League. Of course, low attack, high defense, high stamina for the Ultra League and the Great League for your Steelix. Finally, we have Ferroseed, which evolves into Ferrothorn. Again, Ferrothorn, a very good Pokemon for the Great in the Ultra League, and in the Ultra League, you do need an XL. All in all, great wild spawns this event. I just want to remind you guys that during the Season of Heritage, you are getting 1 extra candy when trading Pokemon, and if you're above level 40, you're getting a guaranteed XL candy when you trade a Pokemon away. So anytime you give away an Onix, you're getting 1 guaranteed XL candy if you're above level 40. Make sure you take any of these Pokemon that I recommend for the Master League or as raid attackers, or any Pokemon you want to XL candy for, and stockpile them and then trade them away to a friend, as you can stock up a lot of XL candy. Trading 100 Machops away will get you 100 Machop XL candy. Definitely something worth doing. Let's move on to the raids and what are the best raids during the event. As far as the 1-star goes, of course, we're going to see Onix again, which is great, and we're going to see a Alolan Geodude. Now, Alolan Geodude into a Alolan Graveler is actually a good Pokemon for some special cups, as we recently saw in the Holiday Cup it was. So if you don't have a Alolan Graveler for that cup, make sure you get one. We also have Beldum, which of course, Beldum evolving into Metagross, and a very good Master League Pokemon, and also the best Steel type attacker in the game and will be forever. You do need Meteor Mash on your Metagrosses, so hold on to the Beldums you do catch, and then wait for an event where we can evolve them to get Meteor Mash or use an Elite Charge Gem. And also, you can even catch those Beldums to get candy for the Shadow Metagross, which is even better raid attacker. And be sure to stockpile them to trade them for those XL candies. We also have Bronzor in there. Bronzor is 164 shiny rate, and if Little Cup ever comes back, make sure you have a Bronzor because that Pokemon does very well in those Little Cup metas. In the 3-star raids, first of all, we're gonna see Medicham. Medicham is a very good Great League Pokemon. I believe it was ranked 1 for a long time. You need XL for the Great League, so if you're not level 40, you can't get those XL candies for Medicham to get it that strong, but still a Pokemon worth catching for that 1 guaranteed XL candy and then going ahead and trading that one for more XL candy. We also have Absol, which of course Absol does have the Mega. If you need candy or you need a good IV for Mega Absol, go ahead and get it. It is the #1 DPS Dark type raid attacker in the game right now, and Absol does have a 1 in 64 shiny rate. In the 5 stars, we do have Heatran. Now Heatran has never really been good for anything. It's a budget fire type raid attacker if you need one, and it is a spicy pick in the Master League since it has so many resistances, but there's a lot of ground types in the Master League and Heatran will struggle in there. So not the most meta Pokemon to get. You probably already have one because this Pokemon has been in raids a bajillion times. Finally, we have Mega Aerodactyl. Now let's take a look at if Mega Aerodactyl is going to be any good in Pokemon Go since this is a new Mega. Check it out right now. We cannot use Megas in PvP yet, so there's no use looking at it there, but then how good is Mega Aerodactyl as a raid attacker? Mega Aerodactyl is actually very good as a rock type raid attacker. It will actually be in the #2 slot in terms of damage per second for rock type raid attackers behind the Pokemon Rampardos. However, it will take the #1 slot at the overall spot raid attacker for rock types. Mega Aerodactyl can also be used as a budget ground type raid attacker, rocking the moveset of Rock Throw and Earth Power. Finally, Mega Aerodactyl will introduce Rock Mega Boost in raids, which means anytime a Mega Aerodactyl is present in a raid, it will make all rock type moves do 20% more damage as long as it's alive. It'll also give Mega Boost for flying type, but we already had Mega Pidgeot in game. All in all, Mega Aerodactyl is going to be a top tier Mega and definitely one you're going to want on your roster. So yeah, Mega Aerodactyl, #1 rock type raid attacker in the game right now. And in terms of DPS, it will never be outclassed, but until Mega Tyranitar comes, Mega Tyranitar in general will be a bulkier Mega, so it might be a preferred pick for some of you. All in all, a Mega to get. Go ahead, raid it a couple times, Mega Evolve it once, and then all you have to do is walk your Aerodactyls to get Mega Energy for this Pokemon forever, so you only need to Mega Evolve it once. On the topic of Megas, let's talk about Mega Evolving for candy. If you don't know, if you Mega Evolve Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch is the same type as that Mega, you will get 1 bonus candy every time you catch it. What Pokemon should we Mega Evolve this event? First of all, there are 3 ground type Pokemon spawning during the event. If you want more candy for Geodude, Barboach, or Onix, go ahead and Mega Evolve a Steelix. There are also 3 rock type Pokemon spawning in the wild during the event. We have Geodude, Nosepass, and Onix. If you want more candy for those Pokemon, Mega Aerodactyl, the new Mega, is going to be the one to Mega Evolve. We then have 2 Steel type Pokemon spawning during the event, Nosepass and Ferroseed. If you want more candy for those Pokemon, Mega Steelix is going to be the one to go for again. Mega Steelix will hit all of these Pokemon, by the way, if you Mega Evolve. Finally, we do have Machop spawning in the wild, which is a fighting type. I believe Megalopni is the only fighting type Mega we have right now. So if you're just going to focus in on Machop, Megalopni is the one to Mega Evolve. Honestly, I think Mega Steelix is the go-to for the event because it's hitting the most amount of Pokemon in the wild to get bonus candy for, so definitely worth Mega Evolving that Pokemon. Now let's take a look at the field research and tips for that. First of all, earn 2 candies walking with your buddy. Of course, walk those 1 kilometer buddies and get them excited so you only have to walk 500 meters for every candy. If you want to learn how to get your buddy excited without a Poffin, I'll leave a link below to a video on how to do that really quickly. It's only a 1-minute video. Check it out if you want. Definitely worth doing these tasks for Mawile because Mawile does have a Mega in the future. Stack up on those good IVs, XL candies, all that stuff. And Mawile is a decent Pokemon for some special Great League cups. There was one cup where it was actually doing pretty well. I forget what the cup was called, but definitely a spice pick to have in your arsenal. Hatch an egg for a Geodude. I wouldn't really recommend doing this task unless you really need a Alolan Graveler. Alolan Geodude is not really worth hatching an egg for. And finally, walk 1 kilometer for a Slugma. Slugma is the new shiny, so that's going to be an easy task. I'm happy they didn't lock it behind paywalls to complete this task. All in all, the research is really great this event, other than the hatch and egg task for the Geodude, so I would definitely focus on research if you have the opportunity. Now, I quickly want to talk about excellent throws. If you don't know, when you catch a Pokemon on an excellent throw, you're going to get 1000 XP normally and 2000 XP if you're using a Lucky Egg. I just want to shout out that Nosepass, Machop, and Onix are all spawning in the wild, and those 3 are incredibly easy excellent throw Pokemon. So although you don't need to use a Lucky Egg to maximize your XP here, just if you see Machops, Nosepasses, and Onixes, make sure you attempt the excellent throw because they are incredibly easy to stack up up a little bit of extra XP during the event by hitting excellence on these Pokemon. Now let's talk about the bonus. Half walking distance to earn hearts with your buddy. Why would this be useful? Well, first of all, if you actually get your buddy excited, every time you actually hit that threshold of the normally 2 kilometers, but during this event 1 kilometer, you're actually getting 2 hearts towards your buddy. So instead of having to walk 6 kilometers to get all 6 buddy hearts when your buddy's excited, you only have to walk 3. So definitely worth making your buddy excited during this event. Again, I have a link below to a video on how to get your buddy excited without a Poffin, or you can just go ahead and use a Poffin, which you can buy in the shop or get from AR mapping tasks that you can find at Pokestops and gyms. If you don't want to evolve Eevee into Sylveon, it actually takes 70 buddy hearts. So if you've been needing to evolve an Eevee into a Sylveon for a while now, this event is going to be a great time to go ahead and get that Eevee, get it excited, and get these walking buddy hearts very simply. Finally, let's talk about some platinum medal tips. If you don't know, you need 35 platinum medals to go from level 48 to 49. Even if you're not even close to that, you'd be surprised how long it takes to get 35 platinum medals, so you want to start working on them now. What platinum medals can we grind during this event? Of course, this is a rock and steel event, so the hiker medal, catch 2,500 rock type Pokemon, and the rail staff medal, catch 2,500 steel type Pokemon, is going to be one to get during this event. Just go ahead and catch all those rock and steel types you see in the wild to complete that medal, or take a chunk out of it. We also have Machop spawning in the wild, so if you want to work on your black belt medal, that is a possibility as well. Next up, we have the scientist medal, evolve 2,000 Pokemon. You might be like, Daxy, how do I complete this medal during this event? Well, funny enough, we have both Machop and Geodude spawning in the wild. And if you don't know if that Machop or Machoke or Geodude or Graveler actually came from a trade, it's actually a free evolution to take it from Machoke into Machamp and from Graveler into Golem. What you can do is go ahead and get a bunch of Machops and just mirror trade them, and same goes with the Geodudes. And then once you get a good IV or a lucky Machop or Geodude, you can pretty much just evolve that Pokemon for 25 candies, and the next evolution into Machamp will be completely free. This is great because it allows you to do 2 evolutions for the price of 25 candies with an average of 12.5 candies per evolve. This is super cheap evolution, so if you want to work towards your scientist medal, evolve 2,000 Pokemon, get a bunch of Machops, get a bunch of Geodudes, mirror trade them with a friend, so pretty much trade a Machop for a Machop with your friend, and then go ahead and evolve these Pokemon for easy XP. Normally, I would even actually recommend evolving these Pokemon during a double evolve XP spotlight hour. Unfortunately, this month we do not have any double evolve XP spotlight hour, so you can either pull the trigger early and evolve them right now when you get them, or go ahead and wait till next month, February, to see if we get a double evolve XP spotlight hour, save those Geodudes and Machops to evolve during then, and work on your scientist medal. Next up, we have the Rising Star medal, defeat 150 species of Pokemon in raids. I always recommend this one because there's a new raid roster every event. Take a look at the 1 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars, and the mega raids, and try to think to yourself, have I ever raided these Pokemon in the raids? If you haven't raided these Pokemon at least once, make sure you raid at all of these Pokemon at least once to work towards your Rising Star medal. Someone even gave me the trick that you can actually come into your Pokemon bag, search raid, and it'll show you all the Pokemon you got from raid, and then you can go ahead and cycle through, for example, raid Onix, and find out if you have raided an Onix. Of course, you might have transferred the Onix you have raided, so this is not a foolproof method, but definitely something to do if you're on the fence if you've raided that Pokemon or not. And that's it for my tips and tricks for the event. As always, guys, I am not a perfect human being, and sometimes I forget some of the best tips, so feel free to go ahead and comment some tips that I might have missed in the comment section below, and go take a scroll through the comment section below because there might be some stuff in there. Also, feel free to take a look at the pinned comments because I always add information about the events that I missed in the video in there, so check the pinned comments if you're in a rush. Hope you guys have an amazing Mountains of Power event. This is definitely going to be a great event to play. We'll see y'all in the next one, guys. Follow for tips, everyone. Peace.